What if I told you that the most dangerous stroke warning signs can appear quietly, disappear within minutes, and still leave behind a life-changing risk? Every year, hundreds of thousands of older adults experience what seems like a brief episode. A moment of dizziness, a slight slur in speech, or a sudden loss of balance, only to feel normal again shortly after. But here's the truth most people don't realize. That harmless moment could be your brain sending a final warning, and ignoring it could lead to a major stroke within days. Today, we're going to walk through 8 critical signs of a mini-stroke, also known as a transient ischemic attack, and, more importantly, how to recognize them early enough to protect your future. Stay with me until the end, because one of these signs is often completely overlooked, yet incredibly dangerous. Mini-strokes are far more common than most people think, especially after the age of 50. In fact, updated global data shows that a significant percentage of people who experience a mini-stroke will go on to have a major stroke within 90 days, with the highest risk in the first 48 hours. A mini-stroke happens when blood flow to the brain is temporarily blocked, often by a small clot that dissolves on its own. Because symptoms fade quickly, many people ignore them. But medically, this is not a minor event. It is a warning stroke. To understand this better, remember this. Strokes generally fall into 2 main types: an ischemic stroke, caused by a blockage in blood flow, which accounts for the vast majority of cases, and a hemorrhagic stroke, caused by bleeding in the brain due to a ruptured vessel. A mini-stroke belongs to the ischemic category, but its temporary nature makes it dangerously easy to dismiss. There are also silent strokes, especially common in older adults, where damage occurs without obvious symptoms, quietly affecting memory and cognition over time. And that's why recognizing the early warning signs is absolutely critical. Number 1. Sudden dizziness or loss of balance. One of the earliest signs often begins subtly. A sudden wave of dizziness, a feeling that the room is spinning, or unexplained trouble maintaining balance. This happens when blood flow to the back of the brain is reduced. If this occurs without a clear reason, especially in older adults, it should never be ignored. Number 2. Numbness, weakness, or facial drooping. This is one of the most recognizable warning signs. A sudden numbness, weakness, or drooping, especially on one side of the body. You may notice an uneven smile, difficulty lifting one arm, or weakness in the leg while walking. Because strokes affect one side of the brain, symptoms usually appear on the opposite side of the body, even if it lasts only a few minutes. It is a serious signal. Number 3. Difficulty speaking or understanding. Sometimes, the body is not the first thing affected. It's communication. Speech may become slurred, slow, or difficult to understand. Some people struggle to find the right words, while others may speak clearly, but say things that don't make sense. This can include trouble forming sentences, using incorrect words, or difficulty understanding simple conversations. At the same time, vision may also be affected. Blurred vision, double vision, or trouble recognizing faces or objects. Number 4. Trouble concentrating. This sign is often overlooked, but incredibly important. After a mini-stroke, some individuals feel mentally foggy. They may struggle to focus, follow conversations, or complete simple tasks. This happens because the brain temporarily loses access to oxygen and nutrients it needs to function efficiently. Number 5. Sudden confusion. Confusion can appear abruptly, interrupting normal activities without warning. A person may forget where they are, what they were doing, or even have difficulty recognizing familiar people. This is not gradual memory loss. It is sudden, unexpected, and often frightening. Without immediate attention, this can progress into more serious cognitive issues over time. Number 6. Severe, unusual headache. A stroke-related headache feels different. It comes suddenly, intensely, and without a clear cause. Unlike migraines, which build gradually, this type of headache appears out of nowhere and may persist. If you experience a headache that feels unusual for you, especially if it lasts several hours, it's important to seek medical evaluation. Number 7. Fainting or sudden loss of consciousness. In some cases, a mini-stroke can lead to fainting, also known as syncope. This involves a brief loss of consciousness due to reduced blood flow to the brain. While some people recover quickly, this should never be taken lightly, especially if it is followed by confusion, weakness, or difficulty speaking. Number 8. Hallucinations or visual disturbances. This is one of the most surprising symptoms. Some individuals report seeing things that aren't there, or experiencing unusual visual distortions. This occurs when areas of the brain responsible for visual processing are affected. In older adults, this can also be linked to an increased risk of vascular dementia. Now here's something important. Many of these symptoms last only a few minutes, and then disappear. And that's exactly why they're so dangerous. Because once they're gone, people assume everything is fine. But your brain remembers, even if you don't. To quickly recognize a mini-stroke, remember this simple rule: F.A.S.T. F. Face. Ask the person to smile. Does one side droop? Arms. Can they raise both arms evenly? S. Speech. Is their speech slurred or strange? T. Time. If you notice any of these, act immediately. Do not wait. Do not second guess. Call emergency services right away. As we age, the risk naturally increases. But many risk factors are still within your control. The most important ones include high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, obesity, and lack of physical activity. Modern prevention focuses on maintaining healthy blood pressure, staying physically active even with light daily movement, eating a balanced, heart-supportive diet, managing stress effectively, and following medical guidance for medications when needed. Even small lifestyle changes can dramatically reduce your risk. If a mini-stroke is suspected, doctors may use advanced imaging like CT scans or MRI to identify changes in the brain and blood vessels. Even if symptoms are gone, evaluation is essential, because the real danger comes after. A mini-stroke does not always leave visible damage, but it leaves behind something far more important: a warning, a second chance, a moment where your body says, "Pay attention," and what you do next can change everything. If you found this video helpful, take a moment to like it, because it helps more people learn these life-saving signs. Share this with someone you care about, especially if they're over 50, because this knowledge could protect them. And in the comments, tell me this: did you already know these signs? Or was there one that surprised you? Subscribe for more clear, science-backed health videos. And turn on notifications, so you never miss what your body might be trying to tell you. Stay aware, stay prepared, and take care of your health. I'll see you in the next video.